Hello everyone, Dylan here. Happy Throwback Thursday, and the rotation leads us to a LEGO Movie set review, and this one's on the Ice Cream Machine, which you're looking at, and also the Trash Chomper from 2014. So on the front of the box for Ice Cream Machine, which had the LEGO logo, LEGO Movie logo, and film strip showing that it's from the movie, and picture of the set flying through Bricksburg and shooting at the micromanager and saying 2-in-1, and also with the alternate build of the ice cream truck, of course. And then age recommendation is 8 to 14. Set number 80804 has 344 pieces. Then on the back side of the box have pictures of both models that you can do, and then the features of it, and then listing of all the minifigs included in it, and advertisement for the video game from the time. And now on to all the manuals, as see, which is same picture as on the front of the box and everything. Well, a little thing to note is with each of the, or with all three, or actually four of these 2-in-1 sets have three manuals to build with. Like, first one of which builds just the micromanager, then and on the back of which how to win on the online survey, advertisement for the other 2-in-1 sets, and a little promotional poster finding the piece of resistance, last building set. And then second manual, which is just for the pictured model there, last building steps for that. Then the third manual, which is just for the alternate model, in this case ice cream truck. Well, so now in these reviews I'll be showing just the cover models of that, but however the made models of which kind of blend in well with your Lego City stuff. So however, just for the pick of which quite this ice cream truck build quite good for how it is, and a lot of good access to it and so on. But however, the ice cream cone on top, same build that is used on the ice cream machine for that. But yeah, and also add for the video game, and then all the pieces that come with the set, of course. Advertisement of Lego Club, advertisement for some minifigs that came with the DC superhero sets at the time, and then advertisement for some other sets, which from the time, and other two of which I'll be reviewing for upcoming Throwback Thursdays and last building sets for that. So trash toppers. See similar advertisement. So now, as for the trash chopper alternate build, the garbage truck, which quite good build for how it is, like also with the function of opening the back part up and all, and also good interior space in the front. Well, and again, nice workable to add into your Lego cities. But yeah. And so now on to the set, to the minifigs, including each set. First off, for Ice Cream Machine, we which have Ice Cream Joe, or Ice Cream Mike, and Ice Cream Joe, which, as you see, with quite similar torso printings, just with different looks to it, like obviously with the apron on Ice Cream Mike, and both of which do have the same exact torso or leg printing on both, and as a continuation of the aprons. And also, as you see, it has hair pieces reused for the nurse and butchers in the collectible minifig series, but put to some quite good use for that. But yeah. And however, the face printing of Ice Cream Joe, which kind of similar which I think might have been reused or whatever. I'm not sure, but yeah. And then also, as with all four of these 2-in-1 sets, do have like a matching pair of figs and also a random fig along as a third one, which so in this case we have cardio carry, which kind of in a workout onesie and also a iPod kind of thing for torso printing. And however, this which nice to use on some custom figs for that, and also to and looks like it's a nice torso printing with some like 80s leg warmers, which nice to see there. And then the face printing, quite good for how it is with the like sweatband around it. And then on the back sides of each of them, as you see, knots for both of their aprons, which and see, and also cardio carry, which only one with a double-sided face is then with a more uh, exhausted face print, but also with some nice printings for some sweat around it. And that's about it with these figs. And now on to with the trash chomper, starting with both Garbage Man Gran and Dan, which quite same exact torso printing thing for that, but however Garbage Man Gran, which does and but different uh, leg printings on both of them, and he's also holding a red coffee cup for that. Maybe it's from Octan or whatever. But also the main difference are the like face printings, which can definitely be useful in some custom figs in your Lego cities, and also different caps of which like a beanie cap and a traditional cap, which kind of reused from older collectible minifig series, which but however still quite good for that. Quite good to see there. And then last of which is Chef Gorgonzola, which kind of a clever name for that, but however the torso printing, which quite good for how it is, and however that, and also this taupe piece, which but still in white, which nice to use on some on custom chef figs if you wanted, or you can definitely use this in him in some like a custom kitchen build or kitchen mocks if you want. And also holding the classic frying pan piece, of course, but however the face printing in kind of a shocked, scary expression to represent him running from from the micromanagers. Yeah. Then onto the back sides of all of them, you see Garbage Man, Gran, and Dan, which are just the same kinds, and Gorgonzola, nothing. And for the back torso printings, and also not only double-sided faces for them, but however, that is about it there. Now, as for the Micromanager, which comes with Ice Cream Machine, well, as you'll notice with all these Micromanagers, which are built kind of similarly with this square kind of with square design or square black design, but each one is a little bit different from each other, so at least a little bit of non-repetition to them. However, in the case of this one that comes with the Ice Cream Machine, does have couple like little jet boosters from classic space sets, but and also these click joints in the front with Exoforce hands. And it's used as actual hands, and then also this front part of which has large hollow space, which is for a feature I'll show in a bit, and has a couple red studs used as eyes around, and then on the sides, then just a curved slope and a tile on a large plate for that. So, however, quite good use of snot all over it, obviously. Then on the backside, which is just a pair of great slopes and bricks, and top part that is just kind of unfinished for that. I think just a pair of 1x1 plates should have been added on to that to complete that. But also does have, and also what those are for is that if you push on that and launches the foot-fire missiles out. But if you are to reload it, which you can like pull it out and put them right back in. So kind of a bit like the Republic shuttle, or Republic Attack Shuttle in 2009 Star Wars sets did, which nice to see that feature carry on to here. Well, obviously just for the time when they were still fire missiles, but yeah. And then on to the other Micromanager that comes with the Trash Chomper, which again square, boxy, and then also does have fire missile around, but a little different. But however, the bottom part where the thruster is are just made of from the dry piece with these extra pieces and red dishes underneath, which and arms same kind of effect, but does have a kind of turning point at the shoulder part of it. And then again some of those grill pieces in front of which, and same kind of eye design as that other one, but luckily does have a full face to there, and then sides of which again just a 4x4 plate with a tile on it there. And the back side, which just a pair of red studs used as thrusters for that. But however, the neat thing with this one is you can like turn these upwards, and then got the flick fire missiles off the side, so which I say quite a neat fun feature for that. So kind of a surprise feature for that. Which nice to see there, and yeah. First up for the ice cream machine, in which a quite unique, quite interesting build. Like does have a lot nice consistent color scheme of like white and darkish pink, which nice to get outside of a Friends set, but also a little bit of lime green as well. Like the front part of which has this like our rooftop canopy piece that says ice cream on it, and then on the side Octan, and also the logo in the form of an ice cream cone, of course. And also these sets do come with a lot of stickers, so be aware of that. And does have a large one that goes on nicely, and then this front part which is just a tile with another sticker on it and a couple grill pieces on the sides, and then on the sides of which does have an astromech droid head and body as like ice cream containers, like one of which with a ice cream piece, but in lime green, and one in blue of that. So which nice to see different colors to that. Not sure which flavors they are, but then have a couple of cones on top of which to be like extra launching for that. And then little nice spacage in there, and also one piece that is kind of the outside part of the ice cream truck alternate build of this which but inboard saying ice cream on it, of course. And then as for this whole space inside of which has a lot of open studs of that, and also a tile piece with a vent on it. And just enough space to fit Ice Cream Mike onto, so he can shoot down the micromanagers, of course. And then also, as although if you're a fan of symmetry, this which has quite good symmetry for that, except for the tubes in front, where one's in lime green and or translucent with lime green, and one translucent with blue in it, which nice to see outside of Hero Factory. And then as for the wings of which are just a whole bunch of wedge tiles and or wedge plates and various plates, and also the wheels from the ice cream truck build, but used as engines for that, which you'll also see on the Trash Chomper as well. And then have a couple of bits around, and also a fire missile on the wing with a popsicle, or with a trans neon popsicle onto there. And then to this backside, which is just a bunch of slopes or jagged slopes around, and then this little container for that, where you can fit various ice creams into, and then also these little speakers that are just made of astromech droid headpieces in spring green, nice to see there, and little dishes around showing that they're like speakers. And then as for this back section, which has the rooftop and windshield parts from the ice cream truck build, and also sign from that as well. For that, but on the back side of which has plenty of open space in there, which enough to fit your ice cream Joe or standing your ice cream Joe fig into and pilot it, since there is those little steering wheel piece as well, and then a couple random clips on the top part of which, and downwards is a couple of the leftover tail lights from that. And also on top of which is this whole large ice cream build or cone build, quite built nicely, held on with astromech droid leg pieces, and also a dome piece on top, and drill piece in tan, which you can definitely use for mocks if you want. So that's about it with the ice cream machine. And now on to the trash chomper, which also quite interesting build for how it is. And also it's kind of a tall build as well for that. And of course, some builds similar to that of the ice cream machine, but luckily this is a garbage truck one. That one's an ice cream truck, obviously. But like, and also good win of it is perfect symmetry, except for a few spots for that. Like first part of which has this front part, which of course has the caution stickers and around it, which also used for the garbage truck build for that, but also these little tooth tile pieces around to represent teeth of it. And if you notice the like little black gear of that, if you turn on that, and makes them move up and down, but sometimes get kind of caught in there. Although I think should have had like an extra plate or something put into there to keep them from clasping together. But however, if look upwards, then has a large hollow space into there, and you can see a little bit of the gears of that. Although I think there should be like an extra plate or two to come forwards up to cover that, or maybe that, even though that would get in the way of these bits of which. But then on the sides of which have the corner plates of that in green, and also a tile piece in green with a sticker saying recycle on it, which you can definitely use on some various mocks if you wanted. But then as for the rest of which would all standing on these like little column pieces with red or trans orange scooped pieces underneath to represent like hover and thrust and all. But however, on a smooth surface, moves around quite well. And then as for this upper section, which is just a pair of curved slopes and a couple tiles and a couple vents around it, and then further downwards have these like wings that have quite a lot of slopes around up in the upper part of which, not sure why that is, but it also does have a couple of these piston pieces which are used to like hold the front parts up from the garbage truck build, and then also with the moving parts still in them, but of course in this case used as blasters to take out the micromanagers. And like some of the other builds, and like the ice cream truck or ice cream machine build, using reuse of the wheels, but as engines for that, and also these car rim pieces around it, also to reuse on there as well. And then some more curved slopes and a cheese slope around there. Whereas one side which has a broom, but the other side is to have a shovel piece of that, but dropped it before this review. Sorry. But as for this front cockpit area, which does have this windshield piece also used on the garbage truck set or version, and does have the recycling logo on top on this car roof piece, and the 1x4 plate or tile that says with a sticker saying Octan Rubbish, and one with the license plate onto it. Since, of course, in this movie, Octan owns a lot of things. And then just enough space, and luckily enough space to, and also a single seat to sit a minifigure onto and get onto that steering wheel and fly it. And as for the back side of which, it does have just these little bits with the trans-orange cones around to represent the thrust of it as well, and also what you're seeing is one, but there's supposed to be two of the trash can pieces, which on the garbage truck build are just on the side to it. But however, just use it on the actual alternate build for that. And also does have a couple bar pieces on the tops of it, on the sides of it, mostly to have the other one kind of standing off to the side, off sideways, of course. Which, of course, on most garbage trucks, you would always expect to pick up the bags of trash, of course. And then also to have those like semi truck exhaust pipe kind of parts just upwards for that, which still good to see there as well. Let me get these all in. So now on to the final verdict. So overall, I think these of which are quite good sets for how they are. Like they're good parts packs of like green and white and darkish pink, obviously, and also nice to see. And of course, again, good to see those colors outside of Friends. And however, for the $30 that they were at the time, quite good for how they were. And of course, providing alternate builds, which haven't been seen for about a decade at the time of these sets, of course. But also, and of course, we did see these somewhat return with Rex's Rextreme Off-Roader in 2019, Lego Movie 2 theme as well. But maybe that was, but it was kind of a one-off entry. But yeah. And also the alternate builds, which quite good for how they work, and also good enough to fit into your Lego City builds. And also the two micromanagers, of which how one of them has kind of a hidden flip-fire missile kind of part to it, and also a rapid fire, or one of which with a rapid fire version. So do get plenty of good playability through them. And as for the main builds for both of these ones, at least Trash Chomper with the chopping feature, a quite good feature how it is. And of course, despite there being flick fire missiles on some of the sets, some of these, but yeah. And also, and again, quite good for the price points that they were back then in 2014, but yeah. And so now, if any of you still have these sets from back in the day, well, I hope you had some good memories of them. And for those of you who haven't and are still looking to get these sets, I'd say definitely pick them up. eBay, Bricklink, Mercari, Bricks and Minifigs, whatever. And that's about it with this video. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe. Thank you for watching.